Tom Vasel's top 100 games of all time.
Mike DiLisio, bravissimo, sporadically bored, but never pianissimo.
Zee Garcia, voice of the people.
Goodest of morning to you all. I'm Tom Vasel.
I'm Zee Garcia.
I'm Mike DiLisio.
Welcome back to the bottom of the top. The top of the
It's
bottom.
the bottom of the top of the bottom of the top.
It's the top of the bottom. No.
Top of the bottom's
Yes.
what I said. 60 through 51.
Oh,
Baby.
thanks for the theme song.
Have you ever heard of something called Cameo? Because I think you have a lucrative side gig in your future, sir.
If you want me for your kid's birthday party.
Custom songs with Zee Garcia.
Sad.
Well, welcome back as we continue to go through the top 100 games of all time, according to us and according to you, because the People's Choice is in here. While you're watching these, and we appreciate all the people watching, and we've had a lot of feedback from everybody, we also wanted to mention, hey, why not check out our Dice Tower Game Found project right now? It's live. We've reached 50%. That's exciting. We would like to fund this year so that we can continue doing this all year. We got all kinds of other stuff coming, new ideas, old ideas. Mike says if we fund, he'll come back to Fort Myers.
I promise, in my administration, yes, if we fund, I'll be back here.
If we don't fund, you're probably coming back.
If we don't fund, I'll be back here.
Yeah, if we don't fund, you're going to have to figure out.
Yeah, I know. I got to figure out. I'll tell you
things.
what. I'm going to get in on this custom song thing. I'm so sorry about your bunion.
Oh, this is disgusting.
He's
They need a video
with
for
the
that?
old people in the area.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
a
I see.
it's like
Oh, okay.
your custom songs. Look, my loved one has a bunion, and I would like to make him feel better, cheer him up.
Speaking of that, we
Like
want to
that.
say thank you to some of our Game Found backers from last year. Shout outs. You can get a shout out for this coming year. Thank you to the Bunny Bandits, Attila, Freya, and Pua, to Xavier Amador.
Xavier, probably.
Nope. It very
really?
specifically says it's Xavier, not Xavier.
Well, I stand corrected, sir.
And please put pronunciation guides. Michael Hill, James Ward, Tara, and Bill Arnrine of Board Game Indie,
I know them.
the Davey family in the UK and Australia, Claus Westfall, Will Eiton, Paper or Plastic Sports and Games, and Joe Haller. Thank you all.
Holla!
Thank you.
Holla!
And we have a super chat, and it's specifically for gas money.
This is to help pay for gas money to get the library to the Dice Tower cruise. It's a little more than 20, but I do appreciate it.
I love it. Thank
That
you.
is appreciated.
I'm not sure 20 will get me to the cruise.
It won't, probably.
No.
Well, maybe. I don't know. Probably
Oh,
not.
my wife has one of those new hybrid type things.
Oh, you got
Oh.
newfangled. I have
Hybrid.
power windows. Oh my God.
Anybody
no.
got a quarter? I got to get to Orlando.
I need to call a cab with a quarter. Is that a thing still?
Yeah.
Mike, what's your number? 60.
Choose a start player and give him or her the first player marker. Hold on, I'm playing the game on my own. Who am I meant to give that to? Maureen next door. You should always have two body parts on the board. Two body parts? Will a hand and an elbow do? Take pieces out of the pool and put it onto your player board. Hold on, I live in England. I ain't got a pool in my back garden, have I? Hold on. Will it work in the bath? Do you know what? I'll play the game after this announcement. This announcement! Hi, I'm Sean. This is number 60. Out of the way. Out of the way. Ow!
Just
He falls.
I got to tell you what. That is a brilliant bit.
You like that? bit?
Wherever that came from, the mind of a genius, I tell you.
Yeah.
I
Speaking
like
of
it.
genius, what's your number 60?
Oh, I will take that.
Wow.
I
That's
gotta,
the
I gotta bring you back up
Thank
before
you. Yes,
Z slaps your
Z
day.
yesterday.
I'm not gonna slap
I tell you
him
what, I
down.
almost brought you flowers this morning
Aw. So sweet.
after yesterday. My goodness. My number 60 is new to the list. It's not a brand new game. I don't believe this game. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this came out in 2025.
Well, we're about to find out.
Did Title Blades 2 come out last year?
Yeah, no.
No, right? It was the year before. What a great dungeon crawl game. I don't play a whole lot of dungeon crawl games. I don't have anything against them, but I don't really find myself drawn to them too often unless they do something unique, right? And this one is a dungeon crawl game in the way it's played, but definitely not in the way it feels when you're playing it, right? It has the look and the aesthetic of the Tidal Blades universe, which there was a game before this just called Tidal Blades, which I loved. This kind of undersea world with characters that were very
sea
vibrant.
adjacent, I guess.
Yeah.
It's not really under the water.
No, that's
It's-
true. That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some
Tropical,
elements that are
kinda
under the water. Yeah.
Beachy and tropical.
Beachy and tropical. But and we just played this during our gaming marathon. I wasn't in that game, but I was jealous of the people that were in it because I love this so much. This has what you can see right there on the screen. That is your Nexus, your personal board. You're playing those square cards into your Nexus to be able to trigger some really cool combos, take your actions, a brilliant action selection system, a really tight and not too sprawling campaign where it's a manageable campaign that I actually finished and that you could still continue to play it. Just a fantastic, it's so different than the first one, but it does feel like they are companion pieces.
It's the same universe. That's
Yeah.
the only thing I can say for it. I wish they had called it something else.
I
And put
agree.
Tidal Blades smaller.
I agree. I mean, they did keep the same characters and everything, so I don't know.
Tidal
This is a
Blades
tricky one.
2 is like numbered sequels don't do great in
Unless
board
it's
games.
the same type of game, right? And it's not.
And it's almost, even then, I don't necessarily, I would not title a board game part 2 or 2. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Especially not here because you'll be like, well, I haven't played the first one.
Right.
You don't need to.
And that's a good thing to know, that if you have not played the first Tidal Blades and this appeals to you, go for it. That you're not missing anything, other than another good game, but this is a different type of game. So there you go, my Tidal Blades 2 is my number 60.
Nice. All right, my number 60 is a tiny little game compared to how big Tidal Blades 2 is. This is, I think, a micro game. You could safely call this a micro game for 2 players only, one that is new to the list this year, and one that I know Tom liked quite a bit as well. This is Duel for Cardia.
Oh, yeah. Very
Man,
fun.
you guys
Duel
love this game.
for Cardia is a fun little game. Simultaneous selection, simultaneous reveal kind of game with that brilliant little fun mechanism in which the cards have a power and a number. The higher of the 2 numbers wins, and you're trying to win, 4 or 5 times or something. But you don't get the power. And then if you do play the low card, you don't win. You don't get one of the, 20% of the victory you need or whatever. But you do trigger the ability, which is just fun. And you're trying to get in your
Well, you
opponent's
like
head a
Raptor,
little bit.
right?
I think I would like this game quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think but based on your descriptions, I've been looking forward to trying it.
It's really neat. It's very tactical. It's got some fun combos in it, some really neat recursion effects where you can play a card and then return a previous card to your hand. You now can mess with your opponent, play that again at some point. There's just some fun manipulation with the amount of content you get, physical content, belies how much interest and mind games are, encapsulated in this thing. So I really like it. Yeah, it's great. Duel for Cardia, number 60.
It's my number 196.
Oh, okay.
Which is still pretty high.
No, that's still, for a new game especially, it may move up. You never know.
My number 60 was 16 last year. I was very enamored when it came out.
Yeah.
So that's why it was so high. But it's still top 100. Like this one a lot. I think it would stay at 16 if it had more easily playable solo scenarios. This
Solo,
is
huh?
Freedom 5.
Solo. Somebody loves Solo.
So Freedom 5 is part of a campaign. I talked to them. They're working on making more straightforward, just, hey, let's set up the game
That
and
would
play
help,
it.
I think.
Oh, I love that.
And that would be I really feel like this game needs it. But man, I think this game feels more like a superhero game than any other game out there. There's games that are superhero themed that I might like more. But whether you're moving cards around or you are, moving around a circle, fighting a guy in the middle, whatever it might be.
What's that? don't be, what? No.
This one, you're running around a city, you're fighting thugs, you're fighting a big bad guy, you got to make a stop and go to your kid's birthday party and your alter ego. It just feels like a superhero game, and I really like that.
Richard
That's good. No,
Longius,
it's
yeah.
great. I do agree with you that I wish that it was not only campaigns and that each session wasn't so prohibitively long.
Yeah, that's my concern.
I kept it outside my top 100 this year actually because of that. Just find it to be, it's not hitting the table. It's like, and then I can't just jump into Scenario 3 super well because, again, the campaign, you feel like
Right.
you're, So if they are working on individual scenarios, one-shots, and hopefully they're a little shorter,
Yeah.
yes.
And you should be able to do that, right?
agree.
I think with the
I think
stuff
I
that's
think
in
Rich
there,
Alanius
yeah.
is working on something in that in mind. He mentioned it last time I was talking to him.
Nice.
All right, number 60 for the people was 158 last year.
Ooh,
so
with
it
a
has
bullet.
moved up considerably, and I'm actually surprised it was so low last year. This game is very popular. Harmonies. Harmonies.
Okay.
This is it's close to becoming an evergreen, I think. It does sell pretty well still, and people
Yeah,
really like
I
yeah,
it.
think you're right to my chagrin. I guess I'm the outlier on this one.
It
I didn't hate
bothers
it. I
him.
gave it a 5. I think
Really?
I think
That's
it's
low.
I think it's okay.
I like it more than that.
I like it. I don't think I rated it, but it's probably a solid 7 for me or something like that. I enjoy it. I don't see much of a difference between this and a lot of these other games. No, but some of them are loved or beloved, I guess I should say. Maybe you don't like those either, though. Things like Azul and things
I
like
do.
that.
That's the thing is I just don't think this does it better than any of the many other games that are like it that have been out
Fair.
already. Yeah.
Fair.
Yeah, but it's still cool. I like
Love the
it.
art though.
Don't listen
Yeah.
to Mike. You're
yeah.
number 60, Harmonies.
Hey, John, what game are we going to play?
Well, Travis, check out this new game I just got.
Oh.
And check this out.
Yeah! Go ahead, Vasel.
Occasionally, Michael DiLisio is correct.
Oh, mark it
Rarely.
down, folks. Someone get a camera.
Here's
there's one.
here's Mike's number 59.
Number 59 is a game.
Jib Jab.
I love that.
I, for one, welcome our robot overlords.
Oh, I love that so much.
Wow, that's fantastic. We've had a couple that have just been
So good.
very,
So
very
good.
creative and impressive. My number 59 is an older game that has been, or it was re-implemented. It was re-themed, although it's still essentially the same game. This is Nyakuza, used to be called Orango from Cool Mini or Not. So this was originally a Ravensburger
Oh
game.
wow, this one just came out in November of 24.
Yeah. So it originally was themed around Easter Island, and you were putting Moai statues around the outside of the island. And they've rethemed it here now to a Japanese fishing village. It works exactly the same way. I don't believe they changed any of the rules. And what Nyakuza is a closed auction or a closed economy auction game, much like some other games that Knizia has done, like Nightmare Productions, Dream Factory. He's done this a few times, and I really love this idea of you've got this your currency that you're using, and there's tiles that are out on up for auction, and everyone will put their fist out, simultaneously reveal. Whoever has the most will have the best choice of tiles. But if you bid 0. All of the money that had been spent in previous turns goes in one pool, and you get that stuff. So
Or split it with people, I guess, if multiple people bid
two
0.
if multiple people bid 0, right? So no
Okay.
money comes into or out of the game. I really think that that's a clever system in an auction game. I think Knizia does that particularly well, and this game I think is a really good example of that. It's like a 45-minute game at the full player count. Really good, really good game, and I'm glad.
the biggest fan of this game, not in a
Yeah.
negative way. It just
No.
I forgot it existed till you mentioned
It's
it.
very true. The original game Orango was in print once and out of print for several years. There must have been a reason why they brought it back.
I think
know-
it's already out of print though.
You think?
This game?
I
think so.
That
They probably
trilogy
printed it
kind of
once.
disappeared with
Yeah, the
the
Nova
Seamon's
era.
decline over the
Yeah.
last year. It didn't help.
Yeah, it's a shame, but
I think these might be doing really well in Asia.
oh, okay.
Because that's where this publishing house that made the three. It made
that's
this,
right.
Ethnos, and I forget the other one.
Nova Era.
Yeah, Nova Era.
Yeah.
Those 3 games came from that publisher specifically, so I bet they're more popular over there.
It's kind of like a partnership with Simon almost, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. My number 59, Nyakuza. Or
All right.
Oh yeah, someone's trying to tell me how to pronounce it, but I don't know. Nyakuza. I can't believe he doesn't get the pun in the name. I kind of get it, but I also don't really care. It's like
Well, I get the Yakuza.
The Yakuza, and I
What's
think-
the Nya?
I think that's
Nyakuza?
cat. That's like cat in Japan, Japanese.
Nyakuza.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
I think so.
Nyakuza.
Yeah.
Okay.
never
My
say
number
that
59, huh?
Don't ever say that again.
Nyakuza. You hate it? I kind of hate it. Yeah. My number 59 is a game in some ways similar to Title Blades 2. Big campaign, sort of, a dungeon crawly, but it does things in a different way. And it's in the same line as something you mentioned yesterday. This is Kinfire Chronicles.
Nice. This one I need to play still. It's the only one
This
I wanna
hovered
play.
on my list. I really thought about putting this one on.
Okay.
I like it a
Okay.
lot.
Yeah, it's great. Excuse me. It's talk about it, Tom. What's on?
Kinfire Chronicles is a game in which is a boss battler. It has standees. That's nice. You know what else is good about it?
It's wonderful.
Can you get acrylic standees if you
They
want?
have it comes with no, maybe not. I think the good guys are acrylic standees and the
see.
bad guys are cardboard cutout
Okay.
standees.
Well, I like that. That's a good. That's a
It
good,
has a yeah, it has a really neat sort of action selection mechanism. It's similar, actually. They sort of use some of this in Kinfire Council,
okay.
in which there's a bag of activation tokens,
Yep.
and the bad guys, based on whatever scenario you're fighting, whatever boss you're battling against, like this guy triggers on 1 through 5. This guy's really nasty. He only triggers on 6 and 7.
So it's like the cultist, like you said.
And then you put your hand in the bag and you pull out a token, and it's like 5 triggers,
I'm writing this down.
and that triggers.
I'll play this.
It's also a very tight board, so it has that sort of Kemet feel where you can get anywhere from anywhere very easily. The card-driven nature of it for combat is similar to Kinfire Delve, so it has that a little bit, In many ways, Kinfire Delve really is sort of a simplified version of this, which is great, but there's a lot of story in this and a lot of really clever moments, very, very good moment-to-moment gameplay.
I heard a rumor that each scenario takes less than an hour. Is that true?
Yeah, it's pretty short.
I want it now.
Mike, one of my favorite things about this game is you have your own deck of cards that you are playing, and the way you upgrade, sometimes you get cards specifically to you, but sometimes you will go through an adventure and it'll say, you found a treasure chest. Then there's a bunch of like copper treasure chest little boxes. You pick one, open it, and that's the cards you find. So like it's like randomized.
I like that.
It's really cool.
I want to play this. Toot sweet.
That's Kinfire Chronicles, Night's Fall 59.
My 59 I'm going to play next week on the
What?
cruise for sure
Let's
because
go.
I always play
Let's
this almost
go.
at every convention. It debuted when I first started this list at 99 and it fell off the list. Then they reprinted it. I just love playing this with 6 players. That's Vabank.
You do like Vabank.
Vabank. I
That is
love this
your-
whole
that's your
boy
darling
thing. It's
right
my
there.
favorite Leo Calavini game.
That's because it has Fiduti added.
They're like a good combo.
Yeah,
for
they
some
are.
reason.
Well, you've got super dry and super wacky, right? And somewhere in
Yeah.
the middle is Vabank.
You think like Leo Calavini is like this really serious guy, but when he gets around for duty, he just starts laughing and having a good time.
Apparently, he's a really funny guy. It's actually the thing I've heard.
Yeah.
I
Never
don't think
met.
I've
I've
met
never
him.
met that person, but
To be fair, Bruno Fiduti is very, very serious when you
Oh,
meet
yeah.
him, so
that's
kind of-
true.
He is.
That's true.
It's so funny. Yeah, he is not like the games he designs.
Yeah, that's
and
very
apparently, Colavini
He's
is
the same
nothing
way.
like the
Yeah.
games he designs.
Well,
is
there
what
you
I've
go.
heard. Yeah.
Knizia is exactly like the games he designs.
That's
Yes.
true. This game is straight up just bluffing everyone else, trying to guess where somebody goes. Lots of laughter. It's a silly party game almost.
Yeah.
And I like it a lot. Vabank.
I'm glad I played it with you one time. I mean, it was good. It
One
was fun.
time.
I like that.
I-
My experience.
Yeah, I mean, I would play it again, but I think it had the best experience because you were running it and you love the game so much. I don't know if I'm going to get a better experience at Vabank.
What a nice thing to say. Thank you.
He'll never play it again.
I'm done.
Earlier, I mentioned Mike put on his list Isle of Cats.
Yes.
And I mentioned Isle of Cats had fallen very far down on the People's Choice
Yeah.
list, and I think their 59 is why.
Okay.
And this is Planet Unknown.
I can see that.
This was 198 last year, 87. I think the reason it got reprinted and the
Yes.
expansion came out.
Yes.
Okay.
It was hard to get for a long time.
This mixes the polyomino thing, but I think there's 2 things that people love about this. The polyomino is the central mechanism, sure, but moving up tracks, that's
Yeah.
fun. But also the rondelle in the middle. There's this
Yeah.
Lazy Susan actually, and everyone is playing simultaneously. This game feels like it has no downtime.
It's true.
I've not played the expansion yet. I think Camille has.
That super moon thing.
Yeah, is it
played
good? Medium? It's all right. But you don't need it. I think the base game is really, really fun, and the base game has quite a bit of content in it also. You can play different corporations. You can play on different planets. So, yeah, this is one I enjoy a lot. It's your 59.
How do you know a famous rapper just had lunch? Because 58.
Oh, my goodness. Wow.
That sounds like a bike joke.
That does. That's a pretty good joke. That's a pretty good joke.
Okay, I like it. How do you know a famous rapper just had lunch? Okay.
58. Yep. All right. My number 58 is a game that was mentioned yesterday by Tom, and I'm not going to even give him grief about it because he was kind of disdaining this game. And the reason why I'm not going to give you any grief is A, I'm turning over a new leaf.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice.
Until I decide not to. And B, you really only played the kind of tutorial for Eternal Decks. This is a cooperative card. No, I'm being serious. You really did only play kind of like the tutorial.
No. Here's the thing. Well, go ahead and talk about good. Then I'll mention that I'm not as against it as you think.
Oh, okay. So it is a cooperative card game that has limited communication, which I don't always love, but I think the way they handle it here is very clean and therefore gets out of the way. But really what it is, it's a puzzle. It's a cooperative puzzle where you are playing cards that have restrictions. You cannot have two of the same number next to each other. You cannot have two of the same color next to each other. And in each of those kind of rows you see there, they'll have a different condition on how you're playing cards. It might be ascending. It might be descending. There's a lot more complicated ones. But what you're ultimately trying to do is make sure you don't run out of cards, because if any one player runs out of cards, the whole team loses. The way you get more cards is by unlocking these guardians, which you can see kind of those cards off to the sides. Those are guardians. And they tell you on the top card what the makeup of the deck is. So everybody kind of knows what is out there, what cards another player might have, and you're trying to unlock those guardians and break their curses because they all come with a particular curse. It might be, well, now you can't play any green cards or you can't play any fours, things along those lines until you break that curse. It's a really, really clever system. Very, very versatile. So what you're seeing there is kind of like the tutorial. It gets your feet wet. It kind of teaches you how the game works, how the puzzle can kind of be approached. But then in that one box, there's so many different kind of scenarios that change things up. And yeah, some of them are more complex than others, but they're not necessarily harder. They're just different.
Like what? Give me an example of because Mike Hell is also saying, oh, it gets crazy.
Yeah, it's instead of you're trying to get keys in the other ones. Here you're trying to get those stars, and I don't want to give there's some things I don't want to kind of give away, but basically they change up how the puzzle works, right? Okay. It's still going to be you're playing cards to the field there. You'll have different. Sometimes you'll have decks of cards on the left, so you see those conditions will be a single thing through the whole game. Well, no, as you go on, there's going to be multiple. So as soon as you clear one guardian, now you change the card and you have to play differently to that row. Okay, it's a whole different condition, right? So yeah, it's just a very, very, it's a deep game. There's a lot going on, and you could just play that initial one I got 10 plays probably out of just that first tutorial thing.
Funny, Mike Heller. Even Mike Heller's like, oh, no spoilers. I'm like, I don't get. This is not a spoiler. This is the game.
Well, no, there's some things that will be surprises as you play.
I guess, but I think we're getting into weird territory with spoilers sometimes.
Yeah, I agree.
You want me to not spoil your game? Give it a cover.
I just gave you a little thing. It's not even. I wouldn't call it a spoiler, but yeah, the ways you play out your cards can change. The types of cards that you get are different, like cards you didn't see in the first one or in some of the later ones.
For me, it's not that I think the game is bad as is. This just isn't my style.
Yeah, I
also didn't love Take Time. And I feel like there's similar type games where we're all putting cards in spots and as a group. And this is the kind of game that I just want to do it on my own.
And you can.
Because I'm a selfish jerk and I just want to sit and put out cards. But I don't want to have to sit there. It's more of I play a card or do something and everyone goes, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
There is one exception I have to this category, which will be on my list later. Eternal Decks. Yeah. I get why people will like it, and I think it's in the library. I think we added it.
I don't know.
I believe it is. Yeah.
I think Chris
can play it solo
massaged it so that because it's a campaign type thing
Yes.
that you can play it out of the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's good because
I liked it. I liked it. I need to play it more. You know, I did not play it enough to consider it for anything like this, or
Sure.
even consider what score I would give it. But
right.
Alrighty, my 58, yes, is a Knizia game. A wonderful Knizia game. Knizia invented deck building. I don't know if you guys knew that.
He did.
And he did it with the quest for El Dorado.
Good choice.
The reason I'm making that joke is because he says he plays no one else's games. And I'm like, what?
I think he must read the rules then.
Maybe he or heard of it, right? Someone
He's
told
also-
him.
He
He's
watches
connect-
Nice Tower Live plays.
He's connected enough with the industry that I'm sure he heard about Dominion,
That
right?
must be.
You know what I mean?
Maybe that's it.
I don't think he does play a lot of other players' games, but yeah, it's a fun joke.
He stays busy. This is an excellent deck building / racing game that I think is one of the best ways to use deck building. Actually, is to that idea of sort of progressing, racing, trying to get across this map and all the way to El Dorado. There's a few interesting things in it. You are just discarding the cards to traverse the different terrains. You can hold cards in your hand, if I'm not mistaken. It's not one of those where you have to like dump a hand at the end, even if you didn't play it.
Yeah.
So it lets you set up combos. When you acquire a card in this, I think you draw it into your hand, if I'm not mistaken. And I've always liked that rule better. It just makes, I don't know, it feels quicker to the punch. And then I really like the market in this also, where you have a bunch of little decks of cards you can buy, but only like 4 or so, or 5, whatever, are active. You can only buy from those. And then once one of them is empty, the next person who buys something could put one into that spot and buy that. And now you get that moment of so much freedom, and then we rein you back in. Really like this. Great game, great expansions also.
Yeah.
Really enjoy this one. It's a good, solid racing game. Yeah, The Quest for El Dorado, 58.
All right, my 58 is a crossover with Z. Last year it was 69. The year before that, 151. This is rapidly becoming one of my, if not my favorite, flip and write games. This is Flip Town.
Yeah,
Oh,
baby.
Yeah.
Flip Town, I love the theming in this a lot. That's part of it. This is one of the few roll and writes that the theme feels like it exists.
Yeah.
And it also fits that sweet spot. Twilight Inscription and some of these other roll and writes, the Garfield ones, they feel too big sometimes. I'm like, I don't have the time to play a 2-hour roll and write. This is an hour or so, and it feels big. It feels like
I
this.
agree, yeah. There's a lot
Also,
of
I like
options.
anything with poker hands that is entertaining. I like how the cards are used. Just a lot of fun. So that's my 58. The People's Choice 58 has been on the list for many years. It fell off 2 years ago at 101. Then 75, 58 is moving back up. A Mind Clash game.
Oh.
Which one?
Anachrony?
That's correct. Anachrony. With that beautiful cover, which shows you nothing about the game.
No, it doesn't.
Then you get the box of miniatures with big mechs, and that also doesn't tell you anything about the game. It's
No.
somewhere in between those. It's a straight up Euro.
It is a Euro.
A worker placement.
And the whole time travel hook is basically, it's a very clever way of obscuring that you're taking loans.
Yeah, I know.
It's a loan,
You're borrowing from yourself in
It's
the future.
essentially a Martin Wallace game, yeah, but they call it time travel.
You sneak in the future and you're like, I need that, or whatever the resources are.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll take that. But then later you got to pay it back or you lose points. Like, that's just debt.
That's just dead. Yeah, okay. Thematically, you're borrowing from yourself.
It's
okay.
actually pretty smart, though.
Future time has hurt me so many times.
That's correct.
No, past time, I guess.
Past time.
Past
yeah,
time's
that's right.
great.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm
keeps
having
taking
to
from
pay
you.
the checks that Tom wrote 5 years ago.
Yeah, what a jerk. Anyway, this is your 58. Big game.
Joey, just say 57 right now.
57.
Okay,
right
cool.
now.
These guys are about to go live right now, so have fun. 57.
What?
Was I hurling?
Wow.
Inception.
Speaking of coming from the past,
My body can't
I don't think
cash
we've recorded
the
that yet.
checks that
No.
past Z wrote. What?
I feel like I've, aged 20 minutes. My number 57 is a crossover with one Zee Garcia.
It's good. It's a good.
It is-
It's a good one.
It is a good one. It's a card game, and it's a card game with a tongue-in-cheek theme called the Bloody Inn.
Yeah.
Yes. So again, I won't belabor when something has been talked about so eloquently before, but essentially you are you own a inn. People are coming to your inn. in the shape of these cards, and you are killing them, stealing their stuff, and burying them under various buildings. If you can do it,
Fun for
under
the whole family.
other people's buildings. Yes, very macabre theme, as I use the same word even as Zee did, because it's very, makes sense here. But it's lighthearted, right? It's not a game that takes itself seriously. It doesn't present itself particularly seriously. It was the first time that I encountered, I think, Weberson Santiago's artwork, which really a better fit between art and theme. It's hard for me to come up with one right now.
Yeah.
It's just really, really good. There you go. My number 57, The Bloody Inn.
My number 57 is a cooperative game that I think gets overlooked a lot, based on an intellectual property that I've been enjoying recently. This is The Reckoners.
Oh,
The
wow. I didn't know you
Reckoners.
liked this game
I
that
do.
much.
I do
Wow,
like it.
I'm going to go and see if
This
you
used
said
to be
this
on my top
before.
100, I think.
The Reckoners is based on the series of books from Brandon Sanderson, which are the only books of his I've read, actually.
Oh, this was 97 last year for
There
you.
you go.
Oh, was this last year? Okay.
It's moved up quite a bit then.
I'll look. Hang on.
Yeah.
This one
Gotta
is
keep
a
Tom busy.
dice-driven game in which you're moving around in a circle. It feels a little bit like Marvel United in that way. And you are trying to take out these bad superhero people, or villains, I guess, super-powered people, trying to take out enough of them and do enough that you can get to the big bad and take them out. You'll have your own special characters based on characters in the book. You'll have a pool of dice you'll be rolling and re-rolling, and then once you're set with those dice, you can spend them for various things. Really great production values here. The whole, everything in it is so well done. There's trays and there's translucent dice, and just everything is so incredibly well done. And knowledge of the Reckoners, I think, helps. Like if you've read the books and you've enjoyed them, then that's going to help. But when I first played this, I hadn't read them yet. So it's gotten better. I've enjoyed the game more now that I know it, but I enjoyed the game originally without knowing anything about it. So I certainly recommend it. It's very large. Be aware of that.
Yes.
But the game is really fun. Very, very neat co-op game, The Reckoners.
It's good. Yeah,
This was on your list in 23.
Okay, I thought it used to be on my top 100. Yeah,
Okay.
it's not far off of it. And I, like you, the first time I played it, had not read the books. I only read the first one.
Okay.
But yeah, I enjoyed it.
All right, my 57. I don't want anyone to read into this too much. It was 21 last year, and it was once number 1.
What?
This game has fallen on the list a lot, and not because it's bad or anything, but because it spawned a whole genre of games that are copying it and sometimes doing better.
I feel like I have to really read into this. Tom.
Dominion. Yeah, let me read into this.
Is it Dominion?
No, this is Gloomhaven.
Oh my
Ooh,
gosh.
hate
Wow,
Gloomhaven?
how the
Why?
mighty have fallen.
Now,
Get
I'm about
Isaac
to,
Childress
I'm
on
getting
the
it
phone.
ready at home. I'm about to play through the second edition of it.
Okay.
It's just that there's so much competition, and when Gloomhaven came out, it like blew my mind. This was a dungeon crawl that was strategic and thoughtful, so cool, and it really is cool. But now you mentioned Tidal Blades 2 and Rove and Massive Darkness, and there's so many other games, especially
Kinfire
thinky
Chronicles.
ones. There's just a ton of them now.
Yeah.
There are.
Which is great in a sense and good for Gloomhaven. That's why it's farther down on my list. I still really like it. It's still 57. I have a hard time. I'm going to play through the second edition, but I really like the app, man. It just keeps track of everything much easier.
I think that's sometimes a difficulty for the kind of the games that come out and start a trend, is that you have other games that use that for their inspiration, but then they work on the things that they feel like maybe was weak in that game. So in other words, like map books start becoming a thing. Because Gloomhaven, it's like having to search through all those tiles is a real drag.
You know
what I mean?
And there's just things about Gloomhaven that I'm like, why can't I pick up all the money?
Right.
At the end of a mission. Why is this game it's very restrictive. You play this really powerful card, you ain't getting it back. And then you play another game that does let you do that, and you're like, oh. I feel the same way like Wingspan and Finspan.
Yeah.
I love Wingspan dropping the dice and getting the resources until I didn't have to do that in Finspan, and I was like, I guess I didn't miss that.
Yeah, sure. It makes sense.
That being said, I still really like it.
Does the Gloomhaven you have second edition have a map, a book?
No, it doesn't
Still
have that
tiles?
yet. They are supposed to be making it.
That's what I
think
thought, yeah.
tariffs and stuff have messed it over, and I don't think Isaac likes that.
Okay.
That's the kind of impression I got. I kind of think every dungeon crawl should do this at this point.
100%.
Straight up.
Very, very good.
Searching
So-
for tiles.
And this includes Gloomhaven, Jaws of the Lion for me, or Frosthaven, the follow-up.
Okay.
But I like it a lot. The People's Choice 57 has dropped from 31. It was once as high as 8, and this is because there's 2 editions of this, and there's 3 versions of it out now.
Dune?
This is Great Western Trail.
Oh, that.
So there's the second edition of Great Western Trail that came out, but there's also Argentina and New Zealand. And, they're going to cannibalize
there's the kids one, too, isn't there? Like Baby's First Great Western Trail or El Paso.
Oh, I haven't played that. You're right.
Come on now. That's a grown-up game.
Is it? From
I don't
Hava?
know.
I think, though, in this case, a lot of games like Ticket to Ride and stuff, they have their sequels, but everyone goes back to the original.
Yeah.
In this case, people go to the sequels.
Really?
There's a lot of people who
What's
like
the most
Argentina
popular
better.
one? Argentina?
I don't remember which one.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Interesting.
played the original. It didn't really...
New Zealand, maybe.
Yeah. It didn't really do it for me. But I'm not a huge deck building fan.
I like the game. I haven't played any of the follow-ups, so I'd like maybe to get to one of those sometime and try it. And
Yeah.
see.
Fister, right?
Yeah. This is his magnum opus.
Should I write this down?
No,
I'm gonna go ahead and write this down.
I like other Alexander Pfister
Don't write it
games
down.
much
Don't do
better
it.
than this.
No, please, I'm begging you.
I'm not gonna write it down.
That's your number 57.
Number 56. 7. No, 6. 7. Number 56.
See, that's gonna haunt. That number's gonna haunt you forever.
Yeah, that one brings me joy, though. I like that one.
Oh yeah, I love Rube Goldberg stuff.
Yeah. All right, my number 56 is a Knizia game. I think it is my second on this list. Oh. Actually, this is going to be, there's a few Knizias are coming around here.
Wow.
But look, hey, I haven't had that many. Matter of fact, you two have probably had more than I've had so far.
No, I haven't put one Knizia on my list.
My number 56 is a push your luck dice game. I think that he does these particularly well. This is Mlem. I hate the title with a burning intense passion, but I love the game. And gets compared to Celestia a lot, and I get
hate that cover too.
All right, well,
I hate that cover so much.
So weird.
It's so freaky.
So disturbing.
yeah, I don't love the cover or the name, but I love the game. This is one of those games where the first time you play it, maybe you think, how does anyone ever get to space? Because what you're really doing is you are collectively going on a spaceship.
Okay.
One person's the captain, very much like in Celestia, but everyone is choosing what their power is before the ship begins its ascent into space. And so maybe you're one that can jump off after the ship blows up, or maybe you're one that scores double if you get to a moon and have the majority there. So there's a little bit of area majority. You can hop off at any time. You've got stars and moons that you can hop off on that you can have area majority scoring. But if you get all the way to the top to space, there's huge points to be had there, but it's very difficult to get it because the further you go, the more you're restricted in what dice can be legally rolled and how many dice you have, because you're losing dice every turn basically. So
Sounds like isn't this a big box? Like
no,
a Ticket to Ride size
actually,
box?
It's maybe slightly smaller than that, but it's a beautiful production, has neoprene mat, and it's a really good price for the quality of components you get. This is Rebel does this, right? Yeah. And
The only
it's
reason
like,
I ask is because it sounds like you're describing a relatively small game. But I've seen this box. I've never played the game, and I thought the box was like a big Ticket to Ride size box.
I think it's more like a Meadow-sized box.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's maybe the same size as Meadow, but yeah, it's a beautiful production, and I think they were selling it retail for like $40, something like that. So really, really lovely game, and if you like Push Your Luck, I really think that you would like this one. That is Mlem Space Agency.
I do like Push Your Luck. Should I write this down, Tom?
Tom didn't like it very much.
I really dislike this game.
Oh, really?
But
like,
you think
it's
it's
everything-
the theme more than anything else?
No, I like games with cats. That's not a problem. It's just I'd rather play Celestia. Celestia's such a better game.
Interesting. You're getting some people saying that this replaced Celestia for them.
Or replace Can't Stop. Oof.
Ooh.
I don't know about that.
Oh, hey. Oh. All right. My number 56 is a crossover with one Mike DiLisio.
Yes.
This is Lands of Galzir or Galzer or something like
We
that.
never got confirmation, yeah.
I think I've heard him say
Galzire
it.
is what I'll
He
say.
says Galzer on his
Galzer
videos.
does, Sami does? Okay.
Sami Lasko, I think his name is. This one is Mike already talked about it quite a bit. It's an exploration game, sort of a story-driven game. You read something, you make a dice check, see what happens. I will mention one thing you didn't quite touch on, which is I love that this game has this sort of, I don't even know what to call it. It has like progressive permanence in which
that's true, yeah.
Once you're done playing the game, you put it away. Next time you bring out the game, the time and place at which this world is where you begin the next game. That's a weird thing to explain, but like you stepped into winter, let's say, during your last session, and next time you start playing, you start from there. There's no campaign. There's no, nothing carries over.
It's like a living, breathing world. You can get to the end of it, I suppose, and then you restart.
Yeah,
I guess there are endpoints to some of the storylines and things, but yeah,
it's just such an interesting thing because it doesn't have the pressures that come with playing a campaign game. It's not that like I better not take too long or I'll forget what happened, or I'll you have to make sure I have the same group. All those things, all those pressures, but the game changes from session to session. I love that.
Yep.
Lanza Galzer is a winner for me. 56.
My 56 has been on the list since the very beginning. One of my favorite party games, and that is Time's Up. Yeah. Time's Up, just a classic game. They keep making they revise it every few years with new cards and stuff. And I like the different versions. I like the titles and title recall. I like the players. They're both good in their own ways. Just works really well. The main thing is over the past decade, I've switched over to playing in teams rather than groups of two. But I like it. Yeah, just a lot of fun, and some of the most, this and Balderdash are easily the tie for the most laughter I'll have in games. Yeah. So, I need to play this one soon. Maybe on the cruise. Time's Up.
We used to run it, right?
We used to do it every marathon. We didn't do it this time.
Okay.
The People's Choice 56, you guys were just talking about. It debuted when we first started doing the People's Choice list. This came in at number 1.
Wow.
Last year was 16, so kind of a big drop here. This is Dominion.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Don't read into it, though. Don't read into it.
No, I always read into the People's thing. I think Dominion's starting to... last year it had a bit of a resurgence, I think, because the app had been released.
Yes.
And people were playing it.
And they were doing, like, new editions of the older ones. Is that right?
They've kind of been at that for a while now, right? They made new money cards, and they did technically a Dominion second edition that they pull some cards out and put some new ones in.
Yeah, and they keep doing that with each expansion to the point where it's getting a little like, I don't want to. At least you can buy the pack of new cards, but those cards aren't usually particularly exciting.
Okay.
And I'm like, I guess I'll buy another pack of cards, but I don't have to now because they're in the app.
Right.
So I'll just play them there. I don't think a new expansion for Dominion came out last year. I'm pretty sure.
Gosh, I have no idea. There's
and I don't know that
now.
they've even announced one. They might be done now.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Me too, 100%.
We'll see. But I know people still enjoy it. This is the original deck building game, and it still is above many deck building games. It's not the number 1 People's Choice deck building game, but it's still pretty high up there.
Yep.
Time to do some board game math. Let's see. Chronicles of Crime, 1400, minus Messina, 1347, equals 53. Plus Cave vs. Cave for 2 players, that equals 55.
Always.
All right, Mr. Math, was she right?
What a jerk you are. See, I release you.
Thank you.
That was clever.
That was the only thing holding him back.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. My number 55, I believe, might be our first 3-way crossover. Have we had a 3-way crossover yet?
I don't think so.
Not yet.
Okay, and I think this was on both your lists. This is a Dice Tower Essential. It is a fantastic game. This is Aquatica. Has it been on both of your lists so far?
3-way crossover.
Yeah. No, it's great. And so won't talk too much more about it. But if you didn't see any of the other videos, it's an undersea
What are you doing if you didn't?
Yeah, right. Please go check those out. It's an underwater theme, and you are playing cards, and it has this very unique kind of innovative tucking card system where as you place them in your player board, they have actions on the left side of the card. You take actions to move them up, and you get to trigger different things.
Upward ratchet, I call it.
Upward ratchet gives you the combos, and the expansions for it have been really, really good, but the base game is still solid as it is. Plays relatively quickly for what of a nice experience you get out of it. Not too hard to teach. Really, really love Aquatica. 55.
This is one I haven't played in a while. I think I'm itching to play this again. That's a good one. All right, my number 55 is from a company we talked about recently. And I think this is my favorite game from theirs. This is Wondrous Creatures.
Oh, yeah.
From the people that
Bad Comet.
Bad Comet. That's it.
Wow. This is a surprise for me.
Yeah, it was kind of a surprise for me too. I really enjoyed this game, and the one thing it suffers for me is the thing that I thought about Amazonia and the other ones is that they're a little long.
Yep.
This game's a little long.
Well, you can take a couple trophies out.
You
of
can
this
shorten
one.
this game.
Yeah.
You
I
can
have
do that.
actually.
Yeah, you can do that if you want to. But to me, it kind of feels, because it's so heavily card driven.
Yeah.
And there's so many funky abilities, it dips a toe into that trading card game vibe for me. So it kind of
this
feels.
replaces Seasons for you, maybe.
Oh yeah. I mean, I haven't thought of Seasons in a while, but it has that similar vibe for sure. Yeah. A lot of cards, a lot of powers, a lot of combos wrapped around some board placement and some neat abilities outside of the card-driven part.
Yeah.
But for me, those are the stars of the show here, is all the cards you can get, the various things they do, and all the combos you can trigger. Really enjoy that. Yeah. It's one I probably would default to playing with fewer players because, again, that game length. But I've really enjoyed my plays of it. Great look. Fun world, kind of a vibrant fantasy setting. Yeah, great play. 55 Wondrous Creatures.
That's a good one.
My number 55, this is the 5th year it's been on the list, and it got a new edition this year and is also one of my go-to convention games that I play at every convention I play. And for a while, I was the only person playing it at any convention with my custom set. But now CMYK has horned in on my uniqueness. And this is Magical Athlete. Magical Athlete, such a silly game. I'm glad to see so many people enjoying this now.
Me too.
I've been trying to get this reprinted for a long time. I've been wanting different companies to do it. There was talk it was going to happen here. This company was going to publish it. Then that company went out of business. Then this company, and it just finally it's out.
I think they did a great job with the production.
Yeah, and I like that Richard Garfield was involved. It's such a silly game. I can play it with my family, but I can also play it with a group of gamers. Not everyone loves it. I definitely have seen a few people go,
yeah, it's a bridge too far for some
But for the most people, it's very enjoyable. But you kind of, I'm not a fan of when people say, after a few beers, this game is fun. Because I'm like, well, whatever. If you're drunk, you think anything. But this is definitely a game where you kind of got to be in the mood to enjoy it. And if you get in there and you're like, this is dumb, then you probably shouldn't be playing it.
And unfortunately, this is one where if you're playing with a group, which you should be, the bigger groups I think are a little bit better than this. If one person is miserable, it kind of ruins the vibe for everyone because I have had that happen before. But it's such a fun game.
That being said, it's a really hilarious game, and it will be definitely played, I'm sure, next week.
Oh, yeah.
At the con. The People's Choice 55 has been on their list for 7 years. It was 47 last year. This might be the highest rated People's Choice party game. In fact, I think it is.
I'm going to guess.
Well, 3 of us in the room really like this game, and one hates it.
Oh, so it is the brilliant Just One.
Yes. Just One with the best cover of any board game.
It got better from the first printing. Are you kidding me?
True,
it is, yeah.
but not that much better.
Hey, it's an improvement. I'll take it.
This gets played a lot here, actually, when on our gaming nights, Tuesday gaming nights, when things are calming down, and this gets pulled out every once in a while.
So versatile.
It's a lot of fun, and it just gets played all the time. So there you go. Your number 55, Just One.
I'm Antonio DeConte. Many of you might know me from my YouTube channel, Board Game to Tears, but many of you might not know that I'm a contractor. This red oak is going to go into a 100-year-old house, and we're going to try to match the stain and the character of the original trim in that house. Isn't that beautiful?
I got to say, I think staining wood is one of the most satisfying things my eyes can see.
Yeah,
Like when someone's staining wood or I'm doing it, it's like, it just looks so much better. I really like that.
It's rich, dark, it just brings out such vibrancy in that boring, old, natural wood. Gross.
Well, there was a store near Homes. It was in Cutler Bay. I don't know if you ever saw it. There was a store that sold wooden furniture, and you had to stain it yourself. But it was all
a lot of places do that.
wood.
Yeah,
that's that big table I used to have, and then I poured that epoxy stuff on top, so I get that nice shine, and then it stayed because of Florida heat. It was tacky for like 4 months.
Yeah, it didn't cure. Yeah, it didn't cure well.
It finally cured, but it took a while.
Yeah, and if you're not careful, then it kind of lifts up a little bit, and you get these little peaks.
So you got to also pop all the bubbles.
Got to pop the bubbles.
Yeah.
You can't epoxy without popping. It's called epoxy popping.
Let's move on.
What's your 54?
My 54 is a game that was featured in one of our.
No.
Yes.
Messina 1347?
No, I think it was the one before that. This is a dexterity game, and this is a tiny little game called Viking Seesaw.
Oh,
that kind of started out as a joke, but I'm telling you what.
Yeah, of course it is a joke. It's still a joke, Mike.
I have been redeemed. I have been vindicated.
Right.
Okay,
I've been
fine.
vindicated. Do you realize how many copies of this game is sold? A whole lot.
Dozens.
A whole lot. This is actually a very, very well-regarded game. Hop onto BGG and take a look and see what people think
trust
about it.
one of those people.
I would wager.
Except Aldi. Hi, Scott Alden. Thank you for your support.
Actually, Scott Alden, I think, loves this game.
I would wager that the vast majority of copies of this game have been sold.
Ironically.
Maybe. No, I'm telling you, this game.
Look, Mom, I bought a game.
Also, I'm going to tell you what.
I love out of the cage. I'm sorry.
Hit him, okay? Not me. Hit him.
I will tell you, at almost every convention I go to, I sign a copy of this.
You know who doesn't? Reiner Knizia.
Reiner Knizia.
If they brought this to him,
game.
he would smack it out of the
Do you
hand
know
and
how
go,
proud-
it was a joke.
Do you know how proud Reiner Knizia is of this game? This is great. This is like, you know that like Haba every so often would have like these things where it's just like a bucket full of components.
Yeah.
And you're supposed to just grab a bucket of components and try to make a game out of it. He did. He did it, and it's brilliant. It's got a little more going on than you see when you first see it. But really, the idea is you've got all of these different pieces of materials that have different weights. You've got glass beads, you've got metal beads, you've got wooden pieces of different weights and sizes, and it's you're putting them onto the raised side of this kind of seesaw ship, and you're trying not to tip it because you get a penalty. Anything that falls, you have to put in your area, and you're trying to be the first one to get rid of all your stuff. Very simple. It's also interesting because kids do very well at this game because their hands are usually smaller and they can better manipulate these pieces, so it has a little bit of a leveling for skill level there. It's really cute. It really, really is. And no, it's not going to be the deepest game out there, but I really do think that this game
I want to clarify,
is not just
Mike's like not the deepest game. It's the lightest game.
No, there's other dexterity
Candyland
games
people
that
are like,
no, there's other dexterity
It's the
games.
lightest game on your top 100, though.
I think so, probably. Yeah, I would think so. Other than maybe Camp Stop deeper than this, maybe.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. It's a very simple game, but it's lovely. It has a great tactile presence as well.
Sure.
That is my number 54, Viking Seesaw.
All right, and my 54 is a game from Point Salad Man. What's his name? Why can't I think?
Randy Flynn?
Feld, thank you. Stephen Feld.
I thought the game Point Salad.
Mike took you literally.
Yeah.
No. From Point Salad Man is Stephen Feld. I don't know why I blanked on his name. This is Carpe Diem is my 54. Carpe Diem is a more recent game from Stephen Feld, but it feels in many ways like the games he was coming out with when he was doing Notre Dame, when he was doing The Year of the Dragon. It kind of has that vibe a little bit, those trappings a little bit.
If you asked me when this came out, I would guess the 90s.
True, too, because of the way it looks.
This must be a really good game because it had to survive so many production problems.
Yes, and it's not a looker,
No.
which for me, I'm like, okay, I guess I'll pull this out and play it, but I really like the gameplay. I like tile-laying games. In this one, you are drafting tiles from that sort of weird rose shape there. Drafting them, putting them in a board in front of you that has limitations. You have a restricted space. And then the scoring, this is something, I don't know if you've played this,
I
but
have not.
this is something you would love.
Oh.
The scoring in this game is there's a secondary track that gets advanced by various choices.
Awesome tracks.
And whoever's at the front gets to pick their scoring first and then backwards. But the scoring is all those cards on the left-hand side, you put a scoring piece between two of them.
Oh, you do like that.
And those two conditions score for you, and that spot is gone for the rest of the game.
Ooh.
And so you could score the same card a few times. If it's in the middle, you could go right at the top, above it, below it. You could, but then you got to deal with the other scoring thing attached to it. And you also want choices earlier, so you want to worry about that secondary track. Love the scoring in this. The gameplay is engaging. I just think this is a great game. Yeah, Carpe Diem maybe gets enough love. I don't really know, but if you're a Eurogamer and you're sleeping on this, do not. It's great. 54 for me.
Okay.
Write it down.
I'll let Tom write it down. I would play it, but because those tend to be the types of Feld games I like.
Says shut up, Z.
My 54 was 50 last year. That's when it debuted. I still really like this. I'm a big fan of bag building style games, and I think Direwolf just knows how to put out a good game, and I love the theming. This is Invincible, the hero building game.
Okay.
So Invincible is actually plastered a lot over board games, which is unfortunate because some of the worst games I've played have this theme.
Oof.
And I've not played the Invincible Astro Knights version thing yet, and I don't know if I'd like that or not because, who knows? Maybe I'll probably play it because I like this theme so much. But this theme really comes to life. I like Invincible a lot because it has a great tutorial system, but also it has multiple scenarios, and each scenario is a game. You can play, and they're all different things that have happened in the cartoon series and the comics, I guess. Yeah. And you play through them, and you have these different heroes. I wish there was like an expansion pack with a few more
With
heroes.
a different production.
He's coming after you for the production.
I'm sorry, this is rough looking. It's real. Like, I would be actively repulsed from playing it because of how it looks.
Have you played it?
No.
Viking Cecil. Anyway.
Look, you want to compare. One looks better, that's for sure.
I think the art in this looks pretty good.
Maybe
it
the
looks
art.
like the comic. I mean, it kind of has that iconic.
You're seeing the board without
look.
the cards all over it, Mike. It's all about the cards.
Okay.
It's all about the cards.
Maybe it'll look better when
No
it
boards.
comes out. Yeah.
Anyway, I like it a lot. Invincible. Your number 54 is new to the People's Choice list.
Go.
Oh, right.
It did not come out last year. It came out in 24, but this one has been rising in popularity quite a bit. This is Bomb Busters.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is one I've been seeing at conventions. I've actually seen a lot. So you know that I occasionally lust on Etsy.
Well, can we cut this in post? Yeah. I'm joking. I'm joking. Lust on Etsy.
Oh,
it just
okay.
sounded a little odd. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I just go there and look at all the stuff
yeah.
and be like, I would love that. But there's a lot of people have been making all kinds of trays for this.
For this?
Yeah. Where there's some that they built all plastic pieces because these fall over a little bit.
Oh, replacing the bits, the little
or
cables.
There's trays where you can put the piece in and then it's hinged so you can knock them down when people touch them and
that's
stuff.
neat.
There's ones that have numbers in front of them, so instead of saying it's the fourth on the left, you just say it's B, and then or letters, and then you look and see the B on your side.
I like that.
That's neat. Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, there's so many good ones. I haven't bought them yet because I don't know which one I want of them.
All.
That's
lusting.
Yeah, it's interesting. This is Hisashi Hayashi, and he won the spiel for it. But this just got actually printed in Japan at the last Tokyo Game Market, and it was by far the busiest booth. Like, it was really big over there. So
yeah, if you like logic cooperative games, this is a very fun mastermind, but for a group people together.
Yeah, and I could see them continuing to expand that too.
Number 54.
53.
So anyway,
Boom.
I was saying,
That's how you do it.
All right, my number 53 is from. It's a publisher crossover with Z in this list, but it's a different game. This is from Bad Comic Games. This is the one that came out before.
This is the
Wondrous
animal
Creatures,
photo
Life
one?
of the Amazonia. Yeah.
No,
this
sorry.
is,
No, I was thinking of the one before that.
Did I cross over with you? Did you have this on the list, or did the people have this?
People
on?
had on their list.
Okay, so
I
yeah,
like the game, but it didn't make my top.
I
100.
like this one too, but it also didn't make mine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a crossover with the people. It's a bag building game where you are going to be, if you see, in the upper area there, those little circles, those are different resources that you're going to be placing into your bag, which you can see being shaken right there. And you are using those resources to be able to attract animals to the different habitats, which you can see, the blue is the water and the brown is the savanna, forest, etc. And you have animals that can only go into those different areas, and they have different scoring conditions. They're going to be looking for different things. Maybe they want to be next to a tree. Maybe they want to be in groups together. Maybe they want to be solitary. They're solitary animals, and they don't like being next to each other. And it's just a really, really very, very satisfying Euro game, and has tracks. You can see that kind of waterfall are 3 different tracks. It's very, very good. It does suffer from length. That's really the biggest issue with it, is that it's a bit long for what it is, but not long enough to keep me from playing it. I certainly do play this yearly at least, which may not sound like much, but for people in this job, you can't always play your favorite games every year. So Life of the Amazonia, really fantastic game.
And this company just keeps getting better and better. I did not like their first game, the Photograph a Leopard game.
Oh, it was actually, there was one before that, Shalia, that Tom and I liked.
Okay, I don't know that one.
Yeah,
That's true. That one came out during 2020. I remember that.
Yeah, and then there was Wild Serengeti.
That one I did not like.
I didn't really care for that one either. But
yeah, I like it less.
And this was good, and then the one after, which is the one that was just on my list, was really good.
And their most recent one is the much smaller game, that Shallow Sea.
Oh yeah, well,
that's them.
I'll tell you
Okay,
what,
that's good too.
Their production also just gets better.
Yeah. All right, in my 53 here is a crossover with Mike.
Yay.
Solo-only game, trick-taking game for Northwood.
But you mocked him up and down the wall for
I
this
did
game.
not mock the choice. I mocked him, sir.
Ah, fair.
Fair enough.
Yep.
This game is for children. This is a great game. It's a bizarre look. I know it 100% looks like it should be made from those big giant pages that the little babies can chew on. But it's a great game. It's sort of baffling that this game works. Like you were saying, Mike, that it is a trick-taking game for one player, that the deck is playing randomly against you, leading tricks randomly, and yet there's strategy, there's a lot of tension. You're trying to convince this council of adorable critters to work for you. And so if you do gain their respect or whatever, then you'll slide the card down, have their ability sort of primed and ready to go off. And you can use that at an opportune time to turn the tide, so to speak. Yeah. Really like it. Great game for Northwood, 53.
My number 53 has been on my list since it came out, which was in 2014, although it was out a few versions before that. This is the very first Dice Tower Essential game. I like this one a lot. Sheriff of Nottingham. It's been a while since I played this one, actually, but I still love the back and forth lying and or truth-telling. You're just guessing what other people have done. There's just a lot of fun. I think that this game does the best version of allowing you to tell the truth, but making it just a little bit tempting to lie, so it's a lot of fun to play this. And then if you role play, it's even more entertaining.
Sure.
I don't know the current status of it because Arcane Wonders lost the license and it went to CMON. And with CMON's current woes, I've been asking him. I don't know where the license to Sheriff of Nottingham is. I believe it's currently out of print. I mean, you can find copies of it, so it's impossible. But
so you're saying CMYK is going to reprint this?
I can see it.
It'd just be never mind. Please no.
They've done good productions. Hot Streak and Magical Athlete, they can redo this and do a nice job with it.
Magical Athlete
And
has
Quacks.
really funky art that I think fits that game.
Yeah.
I don't want Sheriff to have that same kind of art style, and I definitely don't want the box to be magenta.
Do you want it to have the Quacks style? Because they did Quacks too.
I do not.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't.
CMYK, no chance.
I don't get to choose.
I love we're like deciding for them what they can do. Yeah,
that's right.
The People's Choice number 53. This, I believe, is the second highest Garfield game on the People's Choice list. It was 46 last year. It's been as high as 23. This one gets played a lot because it's so fun and unique. Worker placement game, Raiders of the North Sea. Raiders of Scythia came out, but I believe that one kind of landed with a dud because why play the same game again?
Yeah. And I think people weren't really hip on the art at that point. I think people have warmed to that art a little bit. But
sure, but even if, forgetting people warming to the art, if I bring one of these two out.
You're going to want to play this.
And people kind of like the whole, Vikings.
Yep.
What they did in the past, I'm sure it was cool. Vikings and Wild West are two so romanticized.
They've been romanticized.
From what they really
Pirates
were.
also.
Oh, Pirates, you're right.
Yep.
That's funny. Anyway, you're number 53, Raiders of the North Sea.
I don't think I got it.
I didn't either.
So there's 5 magic colors.
Yeah, two yin-yang halves.
Yes, so 52.
Got it. Magic the Gathering. But a yin-yang's
Go.
not from a game.
Go is pretty yin-yang.
Is it?
White and black, yeah, I think so.
It's pretty yin-yang, kids. That's the thing that's going to catch on.
There are 52
That's pretty yin-yang,
planeswalkers.
bro.
Yeah, that's yin-yang.
6-7.
50. All right. My number 52 is brand new to the list. It was brand new last year, and it was
a good game.
My number 1 game from last year. It's now my number 2 game from last year, but we'll get to that later.
Oh, okay.
This is Vantage. Vantage, yes. Wait.
You just made that list like 2 weeks ago.
Wait, how could this be your number 2 game from last year?
You'll find out later. This was my number 1 game.
Yeah,
at the time I made the
remember,
list.
like several days ago, we did a top 10 games of the
more
year.
than
And this
several
was Mike's
days
number
ago.
1.
Mm-hmm. There was a game.
I
had not played
I apologize.
yet.
I thought you were saying it was your number 2 from last.
No.
Your top 100. I'm like,
No. Like
Yeah.
the top 10 of the year.
Yeah. I'm
Okay,
doing
and so you've played something since then that went to number 1. Hello. Now I have something to live for.
number whatever it is will shock you. All right, let's talk about Vantage because it's a fantastic game. So this is a game where you are
Do it, Tom. Don't try to get in his head.
you are thrown randomly onto this world.
Oh no.
Yes. And if you're playing with others, then they're thrown somewhere else randomly onto this world. And you are playing cards that show your vantage, hence the name. All right.
Oh.
And when you look at the vista that is in front of you, there are different points of interest that you can interact with.
Got it.
All right. And so you choose one of these things, and all of them are going to be tied to a particular keyword, right? Maybe you're going to be climbing something. Maybe you're going to be digging somewhere. What have you?
Slapping something?
But all of them are related to a color, and those colors are related to dice that you're going to roll. You're essentially making dice checks.
Well, this actually kind of sounds like I was talking about Scythe, how you look at that image and you decide based on just the image kind of what you're interacting with. It's that part turned into a whole game.
There's a small element of those cards in Scythe, a very small, but yeah, just kind of like in a thematic way. I think
That's cool.
there's a little bit of a connection there, and you can learn more about your environment. Maybe when you climb that pole that's there, you now get a vista and you're able to look at a map, which is in a separate map book that kind of gives you more information about your environment. And
Mike's
maybe
just spoiling stuff.
You know,
just told us we couldn't talk about.
I
the
know,
other
yo.
game.
We can't talk about Eternal Decks, but Rack Vantage.
Maybe you spoke to somebody that gave you a hint about something you were interested in, and they give you some idea, like you're going to be, I'm just making this stuff up. You know, what you're looking for is near a waterfall that's at the base of a purple mountain. I'm just making this up. And then, oh, shoot, there's a purple mountain with a waterfall, that kind of a thing.
I remember the purple mountain with the waterfall.
Yes.
He's
But-
not making it up.
Purple
But
Mountain Majesty.
I've played this game a bunch, and there's still, I know, reams of things that I have not found. Like, yeah, I can't give away. I won't spoil things, but there were some things I'm like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know that was a thing. And you find out, yeah, there's a thing that you didn't even know about that wasn't even in the box, maybe.
I'll say this is for fans of escape room games.
Yeah.
Fans of Pokemon. Fans of
Pokemon.
So you haven't found everything, Mike.
Oh, no, there's a ton of stuff I haven't found.
You gotta catch them all. I want to cook the Pokemon and grill the Pokemon.
We don't talk about
Thinly
what's
slice
found
the
in Vantage. That's
Pokemon.
another hint. All right. Anyway,
Sandwich
really cool
Pokemon.
stuff. And super divisive. There are people that are going to hate this game,
Yeah.
and their experience is valid too.
And Mike feeds on their tears.
No, I don't.
I
Their
don't know if I
experience
would
is
say
valid.
anyone who disagrees with me, I would not call their experience valid.
Well, that's because you're a hateful individual.
No.
I am love and acceptance. And even with yahoos in the same panel with me, I can sometimes put up with their
Like,
nonsense.
I'm all about we should all be nice to each other, even these jerks.
Right,
It's
exactly.
the yin to my yang.
That's right. Anyway, this is I think an incredible design accomplishment. You obviously took a lot of work, and it works very well. And you probably know whether it's for you or not just by listening to people talk about it.
I think so, yeah.
There you go. My number 52, Vantage.
My number 52 is a game. It's a dice-driven game called Bad Company that is very similar and often compared, and I'm going to do it again, so shut up, to the one Tom likes.
Space Base.
Space Base. Yes, Space Base. I like this better than Space Base. I think it has more personality. I think it has a more interesting cadence to it all. Yes, there is no you might win automatically moment, which is fun. I do like that. But in this one, you're hiring a cast of ne'er-do-wells, and you're going on heists. You're going to be doing that simply by rolling some dice and then activating the things you rolled. But other people activate on your turn as well. You'll be rolling dice, and they get to do things as well. You roll 4 dice and make 2 pairs. So it's your call if you're the one rolling, if you're turning this into like a 7 and a 10 or some other combination. Really enjoy it. As you hire new people, you sort of stack them into the same location. And now when you trigger that number, you get multiple bonuses. So it feels good to progress in this game. You're trying to stay ahead of the police. You're trying to complete objectives and get bonuses from that. Just a breezy kind of game. I really like the turn-to-turn play here is kind of relaxing, honestly. It has a really roll the dice. What are you picking? A 6 and an 8? Okay, I'm going to do that with that and this with this. I unlock these things. Okay, great. It has a roll and write kind of vibe to it a little bit.
It also has a mechanism that I've never seen in another game. That I call it the growth hormone mechanism.
Yes.
I've never seen that in any other game.
Yeah.
Where you're just making people taller.
Yeah.
You've not played Ignacie's Pig. What was that game
Oh,
called?
gosh, yeah.
Had these animals, and you just kept adding body
The
parts.
long
Oh, I
pigs,
guess that's
yeah.
true. I have seen ones where like wiener dogs get
Yeah.
longer and things like
That's
that.
right,
Yeah, that's
that's
true.
right.
That's true.
Bad Company.
My 52 has been on the list for 7 years. This is a game that has an amazing theme and then proceeds to become fairly abstract, but I still love it, and that is Vindication.
Oh yeah.
Vindication, the idea of being vindicated. You are
You're a
word?
scumbag.
As
That is what you are.
a scumbag, but it's called something, a wretch.
A wretched.
Yeah, you're wretched or whatever. And you need to redeem yourself by meeting a bunch of heroes and letting them do stuff for you. And that is what happens in this
Yeah.
game. The heroes do all the work.
Even animals sometimes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of different cool aspects to it. I know they're remaking it. It was on Kickstarter. It's like
Really?
They are.
a space version, or it's like they're like, it's not the same thing as
already kinda
Vindication,
space,
but it looks very similar.
It looks like maybe a streamlined version
Yeah,
of
we'll see. I don't
Vindication,
know that I hate. The problem with Vindication, as much as I like it, is the box is too big.
It is.
very large.
There's a bunch of miniatures in it that
You don't
have
need.
no business being in there,
don't
and a
need,
bunch of
yep.
extra modules that you barely will use.
Yeah.
The base game itself is really fun, which
Yeah.
I like. So that's why it's my 52. People's Choice 52 is, I'm very glad to see this is on there. This was once as high as 4, but I assumed this would fall off these days, but still, in fact, it was 58 last year, so it's gone up a bit. This is Lords of Waterdeep.
Oh, nice.
This makes me happy to see games
too.
like this still staying on People's Choice. This
Me
one,
too. And it's getting reprinted by Renegade now.
Oh, is that
yeah,
right?
we were talking about that. We're
Interesting.
still trying to figure out if they're just going to do a straight reprint, which I
I hope
imagine
they
will
change
do.
the box. That's the only thing I hope they change.
It's so funny because Renegade has been printing classic games. And I guess this is a classic game
is,
now. You know what I mean?
I think it absolutely is.
Well, it came
Yeah.
on the People's Choice list in 2012.
That's the past, y'all.
yeah.
That
The
was
distant past.
That
2012?
was like
14
Mayan.
years now.
That's Mayan calendar old.
Wow. You're still rocking rotary phones in 2012.
Yeah,
Right?
I had a beeper.
Yeah. I was driving a Yugo.
That's your number 52.
Is it my turn? Awesome. I know I got the right one Here we are. Number 51.
Nice.
Yep. Those Flip 7 cards are versatile. People,
They're good for everything. Apparently, you can even play a game with them. I heard it.
I heard something about that, but
that.
I'm not familiar. All right. My number 51 is, I'm going to call it a crossover, even though it's maybe with an asterisk with Zee Garcia.
No, it's a crossover. It's a proper
Let's call it a
crossover.
crossover. Yes, this is Zee on his list had Get On Board, and on my list I have Let's Make a Bus Route, because that's the one I own. But they're essentially the same game.
Come on, just say the one people can get.
Sure, that's fair.
No, Tom. Let's make a bus route.
I simply
Let him
chose
pick
this
what he wants
one
to pick.
because this is the one I have. But yes, if this game looks exciting to you, then go get on board, because it's the same game. The only difference...
Get on board, Mike said.
That's right. The only difference here is that you're using a dry erase marker instead of putting out little wooden path markers. Otherwise, it's exactly the same game. You are picking up passengers, and you're taking them to the destinations that they want to go to. So Zee already talked about it. You pick up students, they want to go to the university.
They don't want to go, I think.
They
but
have to go to the university, yes. But you do have to kind of be careful about how you're laying out your paths, because if you get into a place where you get double back, you're going to basically lose. You're out of the game. And if you go places other people have gone, you create traffic, which gives you some negative penalty points. It is lightning fast. It's 12 rounds, where every round you're flipping a card. You do your thing, you draw your little lines, or in the case of Go On Board, you put out your little sticks, and then you go. You're done. You move on to the next one. Very satisfying. Scoring is easy to understand, but interesting and compelling enough to keep you wanting to come back to it. I really, really think this is a flip and right that has stood the test of time. And get the version you can get. Yeah,
it's one of the best ones in that genre.
Don't feel like you have to overpay for an import. Go ahead and get on board. They're the same game.
Okay, my number 51 is a game that was on the People's Choice, I think. And it was fairly new to me, though the game is by no means new. It's been out for a while. The version I'm putting on here is Aeon's End, The New Age. I don't know what Andrew did. Yep, that's the one. Because that's the one I've played. I played this for the first time last year. But again, Aeon's End games have been out for a while. They have legacy games. They have spin-offs. They have expansions galore. And then The New Age here, I kept seeing touted as a good jumping in point. It's like, hey, if you missed the boat, and I missed the boat, this one could be a good one to start from. And indeed, I thought it was. This is a deck building game as well. For having a genre I generally talk about despising, I sure put it on here.
That's true.
A lot.
You got a lot of deck builders in your list.
It has some interesting stuff that it does. It's kind of a boss battler, and I enjoy that. I like a deck building game with a purpose. It's a weird way to say that, but like I'm deck building to do something, not just deck building to win, for points.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You know,
they drive something else.
They drive something else. There's a point. I'm doing it because monster, kill monster. It has an interesting spell, like you like program your abilities, and then you trigger them at the top of your round. You trigger them off of these, like I don't know, rifts or something that you're opening up. Really neat stuff. It has a turn order mechanism very similar to Unmatched Adventures, though this came first. But that idea of like, who's next?
Yeah.
You flip over a card and, player 3's next. Okay, player 3 takes a turn. Oh, it's the monster. Okay, the monster goes now. Like that a lot. Yeah, this is a fun one. I've enjoyed my time with it a lot. It's one that's getting a lot of play.
It's interesting. I have zero interest in this, but both of you have talked about it, and I don't think either of you mentioned what they tout as being the innovative thing about it, is that it's a no-shuffle deck-building game.
Which is cool. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, look, you're not going to get more meh than me. I really don't have any interest in playing it, but they do tout that as being like...
No, I get it. I don't love this as much as everyone else. I think it's fine.
Okay.
The no-shuffle thing is honestly just more convenient than strategic in many ways, I think. I mean, there's like choices. I want this card sooner, so it goes on top.
Yeah.
But it's also just really convenient to not shuffle 52 times when you're playing a deck building game. So there is that.
Okay.
3%, Mike.
Okay.
3% of my top 100,
Yeah.
or 3 games, which is less than 3%,
Okay.
are from Dr. Knizia.
So you must think they're really good games. That's good. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But that's all I will allow him. 3 out of 100.
That's fine.
This is the
That's a
lowest
pretty
of
good
those 3,
streak.
but that's not low because it's 51.
Yeah.
And
So
this
you
thing-
haven't mentioned Knizia yet?
I
Really?
don't believe so.
Wow. Okay.
Someone's going to find. Oh no, that's Toiber. No, I think I'm fine. This
Okay.
one last year was 40 and 29 the year before that, but I like this one a lot, and Mike loves it more than me. I'm sure it will show up higher on his list. This is Ra.
Not familiar.
Don't know
if I know this one.
And of course, this is, I'm going to be very specific here, that I think that if 25th Century had not done their version of it, it would not make my top 100. The components
You don't like
matter.
the Uber Play printing of this? I think the Uber Play printing of this is fuego.
It's not just, it's not even the wooden or the acrylic, which I haven't
board.
seen yet. It's just how easy it makes it to play.
Yep.
Like this, half
There's
of the
a
board
lot
is the
of
stuff that goes
usability.
away. Usability, it helps a lot for a game that really, really needs it. You still have not played the expansion for this yet.
I have
you?
not. No, I have not.
Is it out? I think it is.
It's been out, but
What is?
I have the wooden version, right? And they didn't make a wooden version of the expansion.
Mm-hmm.
They made,
Really?
Yeah, they made an acrylic version of both, and you can get one big box that has the acrylic version of Raw and the Traders expansion in one box.
Have you read the rules?
I have.
Does it sound
you think?
interesting?
Oh, I would certainly play with it, but it's not. It doesn't sound essential, but it does sound interesting.
All right. Well, we'll try it out at some point. So that's my 51. The People's Choice 51, and the last for our list this time has been on the People's Choice list for 4 years. Last year it was 60. This is Meadow. I was about to say Rebel. Meadow by Rebel.
Also Rebel, yeah.
Yeah, so this game, which
good.
really kind of
It's
put
good.
Rebel on the map, I think. They were making games, but this is one
Yeah,
that,
I think you're
that has
right.
done very well for them and uses the same mechanism that Zee's Quadruple, as he mentioned earlier.
Right. They took it from Quadruple straight up.
Yeah, but it's a lot of fun because you're basically sticking it in there and grabbing these cards and building tableaus and prerequisites. Very, very enjoyable game. I'm not surprised it's on the People's Choice.
They
Yeah, I
said
think
they
the
did
thing
make
this
the
did for Rebel was change the kinds of things they published.
Yeah.
This came out and was like, oh, this is getting eaten up. We can pivot a little bit because Rebel used to do games that were a little bit closer to the things like Portal used to do.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
I
You know?
agree.
Yep.
Well, good then. Alrighty, folks, we're halfway through the list. We got 2 more live videos coming for you today. In just a bit, we're going to have a crowd surfing where you'll get to see what's on Kickstarter and GameFound. And then a little bit after that, we'll be doing 50 to 41.
The good games.
Yes.
Finally. Until then, I'm Tom.
I'm Z.
I just found out that there's a wooden expansion for the Traders, and I don't want to know why I don't have it now. I'm Mike.
What? Hey folks, I'm Tom Vasel. Thanks for watching this video. Check out our channel. We have a lot of videos on our channel. We have live videos that go up each week, from live Q&As to videos where we take a look at the newest stuff on Kickstarter, crowd surfing, to top 10 lists and more. There's lots of stuff on this channel. We encourage you to explore it. You can find out more at our website, dicetower.com. I'm Tom Vasel. Thanks for watching another video on the Dice Tower.